Hey guys, Matt Science here, and today I'm back with Bailey because Grogu had to take some time off for personal reasons. I'd rather not say what they are though. And
It wouldn't
before,
even tell me, folks, so don't
no, I
worry.
did tell you.
Oh, well. Yeah, you said you had to take time off for personal reasons, but you didn't specifically tell me why, which it doesn't matter anyway.
I said in the message
It's
I
fine.
said stress.
Okay.
Anyways, today we're talking about prison school again. But before we get into that, I got a small message to say for future episodes past prison school. Uh, Most people don't know, but I have a second channel, and I like for prison school I put the roll call section into one episode on that channel, along with other videos related to the podcast, but much more loosely. Well, past prison school, the plan is to put these episodes onto the second channel as well. So basically, everything anime versus reality will now be moving from TM Scientist to TR Scientist, which is the name of the second channel. And I'm honestly excited for that because that gives me more opportunity to do more games. Anyways, that's the only piece of information I have, of all the stuff from last week. There's not much new in the anime world. So let's get started with episode 5. Bailey, you want to start us off?
Yeah, sure. Excuse me. Um, Maiko finds Kiyoshi in the toilet,
I think it's
who
pronounced
somehow,
Mako.
you sure?
Yeah, because it's Meiko.
Alright. Mako finds Kiyoshi in the toilet, who somehow has made it back in time to not get busted for breaking out.
Yeah,
He was
Gakuto
almost
is
caught too.
happy that he didn't get caught. But suddenly they step out of the bathroom and, well, Kiyoshi gets revealed to have been the one that broke out because of his dirty shoes. Oh, and also the photo that he took with Chio.
It's
Whoops.
like, oh, that's just like, what were you thinking?
Like,
I mean,
how do you not
you,
realize? Like, did you not hear Chio's last name or something? Like, he hadn't heard her last name at any point, hasn't he?
uh, I mean, you should have known. Like, it's social media. Hello, of course you're gonna get caught.
He was in prison for like 3 weeks. I mean, he should have found out before he even ended up in the prison, but
Yeah,
still, you if
the
he
the
didn't,
boys.
yeah,
Sorry, what?
if he didn't have, he didn't have a phone for 3 weeks.
Technology. We're slaves to it.
Yeah,
Alright, so the boy's prison sentence is extended 1 month, and Kiyoshi takes a punch from Shingo. Shingo,
full on
Joe,
fist to the face.
yeah, that was brutal. Shingo, Joe, and Andre now despise Kiyoshi for his actions.
Like,
Kiyoshi gets locked up in solitary confinement and interrogated by Mako and Mari to find out if Gakuto had anything to do with the breakout.
and
He doesn't give up Gakuto and takes the full punishment, which is being expelled.
they don't have the power to do so. Basically, what it is like expulsion is actually they have to sign a like withdrawal offer, like a withdrawal sheet. and take themselves out of the school. So yeah, Meiko and Mari talk about the fact that they don't have the power, like as I just said, they don't have the power to do so. Although Mari, the Crow Master, brings in the paper, which is the withdrawal sheet. And we cut to Chiyo, who for some reason, because of her friend and her thing about the fact that she overreacted, is like, I'm gonna give Kiyoshi a second chance.
Yeah. Oh shit!
What?
I instead of scrolling down, I just hit the shift up.
Oh. Ah. But yeah, so yeah, Chiyo overhears some other students talking about the fact that that Kiyoshi is about to be expelled because of the breakout, and also the fact that he was with Chiyo herself. So yeah,
That's not good.
no, she's just stupid.
Stupid.
So yeah, Mari and Meiko try to convince Kiyoshi to sign this like withdrawal request, and Chiyo barges into the room and it's like, if you're gonna expel him, I'm gonna leave too.
They can't have that.
But yeah, it's like he repeats the fact that the uniform that he grabbed was pure chance. It literally was, and Meiko's like, no, you intentionally did it.
Anime protagonists have been using that excuse since its conception.
You're not gonna ask
You know
about the
what
tea
I
I'm
mean?
drinking, by the way?
The what?
The tea.
Oh yeah.
It's Chili Berry Boom and rose petals.
What the hell are rose petals?
Like,
that
just
flower?
rose petals. Just rose. They're just
Oh,
roses.
okay. Oh, petals from a rose.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know. They might have rose petals. Might have a different meaning over there.
What? Like what?
I don't know. Different
Over
cultures,
here, like, we do both live in Queensland.
Yeah, well, you know, in Korea, if you tip someone, that's considered an insult.
Hmm.
It means the food's not good, and you're like, here's some money, I feel sorry for you. Where over here, it's like, oh, thanks.
But yeah, getting hugged to a girl's chest is not inappropriate, is it?
Depends on the chest.
Well, Kiyoshi gets hugged into Chiyo's chest, and he's like, so soft. So Kiyoshi is a little freak as well, but not as bad as the other guys. It's like he got a chance to explain himself, and he got smooshed in the boob, so he's decided, no, I'm not gonna drop out. And she also exposes, like, Mari gets exposed as, like, saying, anyone that likes crows is not a bad person. Or isn't all bad. It's like, because, like, Chiyo had told Mari about the crow incident. Oh no, she explains it here. Meanwhile, Kiyoshi's just lost in thought. It's like, so soft.
Yeah, Chiyo's big breastises, and he's determined to stay in school.
She doesn't have big. She's like moderate.
Moderate, yeah.
Or maybe a bit less than moderate.
Well, compared to what's her name's humongous breasts,
Yeah.
I'd say Chiyo's breasts are considered big compared to hers.
Wait, really?
Yeah. What's her name? what's her name with the big breasts?
Maker.
Mega, yeah. They're huge, okay. Those are not big.
A
I'd say
real
those are
set of
massive.
honkers. A real.
Yeah, so they make really small ones seem big in comparison.
It's like the I've got this anime plot meme, you know?
Yeah.
This huge boobs, some huge honkers. Back of those, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I
She
should
must
edit
suffer
it
for
in here.
she must suffer from some serious back problems.
Yeah. Well, not with all the exercise she does.
I guess, but it's gonna catch up with her sooner or later.
When she's 30.
Yeah. Yeah. Shingo absolutely hates Kiyoshi for his breakout to the point he makes sure Kiyoshi has nothing to eat when he returns at dinner time.
Well, they did
Well-
think he was expelled.
Yeah, true. Mari has a plan to get all the boys expelled. That starts with Maiko learning everything she can about the boys to use against them.
Okay, yeah. We got that, but also, I just want to note, prison school gets its history accurate
What do you mean?
in the next point. So, the Taika reforms is an actual thing that happened.
Really?
Yep. And not only do they have, like, they mention an event that actually happens, they mention the characters.
I didn't know that.
It's like, there was only one piece of information that wasn't included, and that was probably just, like, because of, like, the bullying that was going on at the same time in that scene.
Okay.
Like, I will admit I did go to Wikipedia. Wikipedia is not the most accurate source of information.
Because anyone can edit anything on Wikipedia.
Yeah, but everything that was there matched what was said in the anime.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's return to the boys and Shingo and Joe having a good laugh at bullying Kiyoshi while throwing bits of eraser at him. And Shingo also forces Gakuta to go to the storeroom with the other boys, and Kiyoshi's just left alone to clean the bathroom by himself. All because
Which isn't.
all because he did, he did extend their time by a month. But Kiyoshi's determined to stay. He's like the number one guy to root for staying at this point.
Yeah. Kiyoshi is going to try to endure everything thrown at him for Chio's breastises.
Huge boobs. I feel like what I want to do is like, you know how I'm doing, Bailey. You know how I told you I'm doing horror games.
Yeah.
soon? What I want to do is like for the female characters, if they have exposed breasts, I'm gonna use I've got this the anime plot meme.
Yeah.
To cover it up, and also use the sound of it. It's like huge boobs and stuff like that. And then,
Sorry, what? Finish that. Sorry.
And then for the guys, I was gonna use the "Hey, nice cock" meme.
Okay. No, for horror, you want to make sure to get Mama Dimitrescu.
What?
Big Lady Milk and Mama Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village.
Yeah, I know. As soon as you explained that, I'm like, oh. I don't
The
know
first was real when she was revealed.
Huh?
That first was so real when she was shown off.
I don't know if I'm gonna do Resident Evil because there's quite a few games.
Yeah, I tried getting through number 0 and it was like, oh, these puzzles are too hard, F this, I'm out.
So yeah, we cut over to the girls, and it's like Mari calls the operation to get rid of the boys Operation Boys Expulsion Operation, and Maiko's like, hold on, isn't that redundant? Like, she's thinking in her head that that's redundant, but she's like, should I tell her or not? And it's like but Mari actually catches it herself, and she's like, she says that it's redundant and fixes it. That's just like a small bit, and then we cut back to Kiyoshi waiting outside the women's restroom because someone's using the bathroom. And guess who it is, Bailey?
Oh yeah, we know who it is.
Yeah, it's Hana. She's back from her pee incident.
Oh yeah.
When she got peed all over by Kiyoshi.
Oh,
That was
funny.
her own fault, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I love how she
Yeah,
blames him for something that's her fault.
Yeah. But you were the instigator.
Mm.
Well, not the instigator, but you know what I mean. Your actions led you to having a golden shower.
Golden rain, golden rain. If anyone gets what that is, fair play to you. While you try and figure out what that is, let's move on to episode 6. And we're back with, like, the student council, the underground student council is discussing the plan of DTO. And the first part of it is to just publicly shame all of the boys by making them cause their own problems. And
Mari makes... Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
you go.
Mari makes the same mistake of calling DTO Operation DTO to test Hana.
And Micah's like, she did it again.
Yeah.
And then Mara's like, Hana is like, isn't that redundant? And Mara's like, good, that was a test. I feel like she intentionally did that though, just to see if either of them called it out though.
Yeah.
Although if Maiko called it out, she might have got a bit of a earful. So yeah, the first part of their plan is to take advantage of everyone shunning Kiyoshi. And how they go about that is Maiko talks to Shingo privately and gives him sweets to do something as a bribe to do something for her, to get information and stuff like that. So we cut back to the boys working back in the yard, and we get a nice old double panty shot right in the camera.
Oh, yeah.
A bit of an updraft happens. And all
Somehow,
the boys get
the boys are to blame.
Yeah, not the wind, the boys.
Yes, no, it was an act of God. It's like, have you ever seen Bruce Almighty?
Yeah.
He's got the power.
Yeah.
This goes...
Uh,
the wind blows up the woman's dress.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what the boys at the school did. They all timed it just right and went... and the wind just blew it.
Just imagine if someone could actually do that in real life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you could tell someone would really abuse that.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
Uh-huh. I probably would. I don't know. Maybe.
Anyway, so after the boys get a nice old beating from Maiko or Hana, whoever it was, we cut back to the boys in the sort of like eating area / classroom, and we find out that Andre is not getting any punishment, like any physical punishment, and that is the punishment for him. Because we find out he likes getting whipped.
Yeah.
He's a sub. But yeah, he's like, it's like annoyed that he's not getting any, and he knocks over Joe's ant farm, and Joe tries to beat him up for it. Like Joe is very protective of his ants for some reason.
Yeah. Well, what else is he meant to do in there? There's nothing to do.
So yeah, Mayako brings Shingo to the corrections office again and tries to get some more information out of him on the other boys in exchange for some Japanese hot pot. I had to try and figure out what it was, because it was like meat and stuff like that. So there was like meat, there was some salad, and all that.
Yeah.
So I had. I did skip over the part where she's doing it herself and some oil drips onto her boobs.
Oh yeah.
And Shingo is very polite actually. He's like, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing that dressed like that. Like, you shouldn't be eating dressed like that."
Yeah.
So Shingo's gonna be pretty nice if he tries to be. Okay. So yeah, Shingo spills the beans on the ant farm, and so they plan on, like, the underground student council talk about the information that they have on the boys, and Mari sees like an ant crawl onto her paper and she crushes it with a paintbrush.
I bet you that was one of the ants from the ant farm.
No.
It just makes it look more brutal that way if it were true.
Yeah, it would, but I don't think it is. Because ants don't really travel that far for food or anything like that.
Unless they're determined.
Yeah.
Unless the queen demands it.
So yeah, Kiyoshi notices some odd things going on, like there are more crows than usual, and he overhears Meiko speaking to Shingo and telling Shingo to get Joe away from the ants. And Kiyoshi also notices that all three of the girls are right there. Like, they're all there at the same time. They've got like a table set up and everything.
I think not.
Coincidence? I think so. Except for
potato.
We know what happens.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mari sends her crow down to attack the ants. Like, Joe assumes that they're being killed by the crow. And so Joe's run over to it, and it's like he's trying to get the bird off, he's trying to get the crow off them. But what he also does, is like Mako blocks him first, and he's grabbed both of boobs and just go it's like thrown her aside. He does the boob toss.
Be gone, bot. My ants need me.
There was also a weird sound when he ran into it. He sort of just bounced off the boob, but didn't fall over. And then he gets kicked in the face by Hana. But yeah, and Joe's like angry at Mari because she got her crow to kill his ants. You'll understand why I did quotation marks in a moment, everyone. So he tries to stab Murray with a sharpened stick. But Kiyoshi saves Joe from being an actual murderer. Although
He takes on for the team.
he really takes one for the team. It goes up his butt.
That was brutal.
It's like plus 10 damage.
Bleeding effect.
But yeah, he uses the story of the hemorrhoids to get out of trouble. And get Joe out of trouble. And we find out what Murray's Crow was actually doing, which is just called anting. Where it's basically when birds bathe in ants.
I didn't know they did that.
Me neither. Might have to put that in the research stuff. You want to take the next point?
Yeah, sure. Let me just scroll down. Here we go. Hana is still insistent on Kiyoshi peeing. What is it with this woman?
Yeah.
This
She
time
just
using
loves
a
pee, that's all. I think she might want to store it and drink it later. Like,
Ugh. This time using a pee device so she doesn't get. Jesus Christ. She doesn't
she's
get wet
resourceful
like
at
last
least.
time. She also plans to take a photo of it to commemorate it. What does this really say about her in this
dirty.
moment? When that doesn't work, she moves to the second part, peeing on him.
And she tells him to lay down on his stomach, so she pees on his back.
Yeah.
Let's just hope she doesn't pee on the butt. Because
No.
he did just recently get stabbed in the butt.
Unless I've sometimes heard that urine's good for sterilizing wounds, so...
No, that's usually octopus stings.
Is it? I don't know. But you know,
But yeah,
trying to make this seem less gross than it is.
oh, don't worry, it's gonna get worse.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Kyo shows up to the nurse's office looking for Kiyoshi and is about to find Hana standing over Kiyoshi, ready to pee on him.
She's about ready to blow.
Yeah. Chairman Kurihara calls Mari out on causing Joe to freak out and commit a violent act. The phone starts ringing, but he can't answer it without exposing his Amazon's package to Mari.
I love how it's like Amazons.
Amazons or Amazons?
I think it's supposed to be like Amazons. It's similar to Amazon. Gotta love that fake product placement stuff, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, we cut back to Kiyoshi and Hana, and they somehow got under the bed without making noise. It's like, or like without Chio hearing anything. It's just like we're dealing with a character that is so stupid she can't hear people in the same room.
Maybe she's got a hearing problem.
Well, we already know she's nearsighted. So I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, Kiyoshi is facing Hana and they're under the bed, really close to each other. And Kiyoshi's boulder is touching Hana somewhere. Somewhere I cannot say. And it keeps getting bigger.
Well, this woman... this woman did not procreate at all.
Well, I mean, she does black out from it. Like...
Yeah, but this woman, I hope that she does not procreate at all. I hope she dies alone. Because her having children can only make whatever country she's in stupider.
It's Japan.
Yeah, but the city, not country, sorry.
Yeah.
That's my bad. You can only make the city she's in stupider.
I think it's Narima City.
Well, let us pray.
Well, I don't think she would last long in the bed because she does black out immediately from a boner touching her.
Yeah. Well, Cinderella was asleep when she had her twins.
Wait, what?
Not Cinderella, sorry, Sleeping Beauty.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the original Grimm's Tales, the Sleeping Beauty story.
Hold up, I'm gonna have to check that after this.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Something seems sus.
Yeah, it's a bit. It's like darker than the original Disney stories. Alright, where are we?
So yeah, Chairman Kurihara goes to answer the phone. So I don't know why we're cutting between the two. It's not the best way of doing things. But yeah, he goes to answer the phone, but the mouse pad that he got in the package is on the chair. Unless there's something else in the package. But yeah. He's got it's like a mouse pad with Ray's fake butt cheeks for his wrist.
Or it might be nippleless breasts. You never know.
No, it's butt. It's a butt. We know he likes his butts.
And he cannot lie.
I like Latina butts and I cannot lie.
Oh, never played to vote.
No, I was tailoring it to the chairman.
Oh, okay.
Because his whole thing is that he likes Latina butts.
Yeah.
And now we're cutting to Mako doing some sit-ups. And she goes holding her feet while she does it. And he says that he feels like he set up he's set up Joe, and Mako says she tells the other boys he's been helping her. Which is not a good thing for him, isn't it?
No.
That's how they get ya, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's forced into helping her. He does get hit in the face by her boobs in this scene. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So, holding her feet, and he leans a bit too far forward and just takes an absolute pair of boobs to the face. He literally gets knocked back. That is some force.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's continue on. So Hana is still after revenge. She is so insistent on revenge on Kiyoshi.
Yeah.
He did nothing wrong to her. The first incident with the crow and falling out of the tree, he had no control over that. The incident where he peed all over her, he had no control over that either because she was forcing him to do so.
Yeah. This girl needs religion.
And then the voter incident that just happened, she's like, she forced him under the bed with her. I don't know what she expected. Yeah. What she should have done in that situation is have him face outward. Because there's twofold to that. One, she won't black out. And two, if Chio looks under the bed and finds him, all she'll see is a giant boner in Kiyoshi naked. But yeah, she doesn't remember the boner incident. So Not only did she black out, she sort of like had amnesia.
Yeah.
What? He is so lucky. And Joe thanks Kiyoshi for saving him from being sent to a real prison earlier. And Kiyoshi's like, he just tells him how suspicious everything was. And we end the episode with Shingo getting 2 hours outside the prison.
Uh,
You want to take the first note of episode 7?
yeah. Just let me catch my breath.
You do that.
God. Shingo plans to complete his errand for Mako at the train station, then head to the arcade to play some games.
You good?
Yeah, just a bit winded.
And Gakuta is so upset that he's pretending not to see Kiyoshi taking all the blame for the breakout that he doesn't notice that the blade falls off the figurine that he has.
Yeah.
So we cut back to Shingo being back in the arcade. He's gone to the arcade to play some games, and he loses against another player. And we find out what her name is, and it's Anzu. Remember that character, Bailey?
Yeah, from earlier episode, right?
No, from the roll call stuff.
Oh yeah.
I got you to remember when I got you to do that, and you absolutely messed up.
Oh
Your
yeah.
punishment is still waiting for you.
Mhm. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, your punishment's still waiting for you when you get here. So Shingo's got back to the prison, and he's put the root beer in the fridge, and Mako's going to open it, but it's been shaken up from all of Shingo's running, and so Mako gets absolutely covered in root beer. Root beer. So Shingo goes to the bathroom and he finds the toy blade from the figurine. So Shingo's gone back to the Mako in the corrections office, and the khaki peanuts that Mako got Shingo to get for her actually can be used as breading to prevent seasoning from being absorbed by the chicken and making it crunchier. Now, I would not know what it tastes like because I cannot have peanuts.
No, I'll have to come on the show and try it for you.
You would have to do that from your house with the camera on or something.
Oh, where's the fun in that?
Where's the chance for you to murder me in that? More like.
Gotta live life on the edge.
The edge of anaphylactic shock.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be like that, you're not even gonna be allowed to come over.
Oh, God, I don't think I will be able to come over if I can't shake this coof.
Coof coof.
The coof. God.
So, all of a sudden, Gakuto is like, just realizes that the blade's missing from his weapon, from the weapon of his figurine. It's like now he's like, I need to find it. Stupid, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we come back to the girls. Mako's like Shingo tells Mako that he got it off the bathroom floor, and she's like grossed out by it and tosses it away, and it ends up in the bowl of khaki peanuts.
Ugh.
So, yeah.
I know I should be disgusted, but at the same time, it's like karma.
So Hana prepares some popcorn tea for the Student Underground Council meeting. Now, I did a bit of research. It's also known like this tea called popcorn tea is also known as genmaicha tea. It doesn't have popcorn, but it has popped rice.
Popped rice.
Yep, popped rice. Sounds weird, but that's why it's called popcorn. I finished my tea. You want to take the next few notes?
Yeah.
Jeez.
You alright?
Yeah. I think the tea nearly went down the wrong pipe.
The toy blade. Welcome to the club. The toy blade ended up in the bowl of khaki peanuts Mako prepared for the underground student council meeting. Mari recognizes it as a Falchion blade.
Yeah.
Mako does some research into it on her own time and eventually finds Gakuto's figurines.
So like she found like where the toy blade comes from, like on the figurine. Realizes that there's only a certain like time that it could have been got. Searches where Shingo said where he found the toy bit, the toy blade, and finds the figurines. However, Mako can't really reveal that it was found in the restroom, because she did like Mari. It did end up in Mari's mouth.
Yucky.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, Shingo brought it to me. Like, still technically true, but there's still a little bit of lie there. You want to go for the next one?
Shingo returns to the arcade, hoping to meet Anzu again. She sneaks up behind him to help with the current game he's playing and losing. Anzu treats Shingo to an ice cream and shares hers with him while going to get more root beer from Mako. She also invites him to a movie called The Grapes of Wrath that she got for free.
I didn't look it up, but I don't think it's an actual thing. I'm gonna quickly look it up on my phone.
Could be a cloudy with a chance of meatballs type situation.
Grapes of Wrath. No, there's actually a film in 1940.
Okay.
This is so weird. It's like, for some reason, like, prison school is like apparently doing their research into history stuff and doing a good job of it.
Good for them.
Which is weird, isn't it?
Why is that weird?
It just feels weird.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Gakuto gets busted for assisting in Kiyoshi's breakout in the form of Mako revealing she found his figurines. After diving to grab the figurines from under Mako's butt, he smashes it to the ground and walks away with his happy peanut.
It's just so funny how it's like, she's like, actually like looks like she's riding it with the figurines, with the guy figurine, like the guy character on it, on the horse.
Yeah.
And he's
Shingo.
like,
Sorry.
just smashes it. You go.
I go? Yeah. Okay. Shingo hurries back to where Mari and Mako are and sees the toy sword, saying, "Isn't this the toy sword I picked up in the restroom?" Which causes Mari to faint.
Like,
Mako wishes
appropriate
to.
response to, you know, having something that was on the dirty floor enter your mouth.
But knowing Mari, she'd probably like it.
I don't
Wait,
think
was it
so.
Mari? Not Mari, the other one.
Maker,
No.
Hannah.
Yeah, I think it was her. I got a cloud over my head, I can't think straight. Mako wishes to be punished by Mari for her failure in her role in the plan of DTO. Both Mari and Hana ignore Mako and talk like nothing is going on. She's just like, "Oh, hit me, punish me."
Yeah, she's got like this
No, no.
massive like crop thing. Looks
It's
more
just
like
like
just like
shit,
a blade that's just rubber.
Yeah, she's like on the table just shaking her ass. "Oh, punish me," and they're just like,
And
"So
like
what?"
Mario's like reaching under her for the tea.
Yeah.
I love how they both just ignore her so hard though. Yeah, but Joe doesn't believe Gakuto needs blame for his assistance in the breakout, given that he would have made things worse if Kiyoshi did stop him from stabbing Mari. And like both Andre and Kiyoshi are like, yeah, he doesn't need the blame. He doesn't need blame. And Shingo's like the only one that's like, that he does deserve blame because he assisted Kiyoshi in escaping, even though, like, he's like been helping Mako set up bad things for them without realizing it. So we find out that Andre is getting jealous of Shingo being alone with Mako all the time. So, and speaking of Mako, she's still waiting on the table for her punishment.
Oh yeah.
But when Hannah comes in, and she's like, "Here's this from Mari," and it turns out it's a uniform that's a size too small for her. So yeah, Mako steps out into the prison yard and looking decent, and Andre's trying so hard to get some sort of punishment, any punishment.
Why does this guy want to be punished?
He's a sub, remember?
Yeah. God.
Wait, he's a sub like my subscribers. No. That was just a joke.
I guess that makes me your sub then.
Oh, Genki.
Harder, daddy.
Are you sure it's not the other way around, though?
Daddy harder?
No, as in me being the sub.
To my channel. Oh, snap.
Well, you are the bigger channel here.
Yeah. Damn right.
But yeah, Andre is trying to get punishment so much he uses the calling the teacher mum move.
That's not really gonna get you in trouble. It'll be embarrassing, but it won't get you in trouble.
Yeah, school full of girls.
I used to get in trouble for, I remember there was this one teacher, I called her Miss, because I couldn't remember her name, and that would get me in trouble. It's like, I don't remember your name.
It's like, tell me your name so I actually remember it.
Oh no, she did, I just kept forgetting.
Yeah. So, like, a few days go by and Mako almost faints from the uniform. And Chio's there to catch her. And she helps her into, like, the sort of staff room for the, like, the council office. And she finds the DTO book. I mean, and they're about to put the final phase of DTO into action. I mean, they're not that bright if they're gonna just leave the book out in the open, but then Chio's not so bright to actually have taken photo evidence. It's like, does technology exist at all in this? Like, other than the computers? Like, are none of the students allowed to have a phone? I mean, it is a boarding school. They could easily make a rule that you're not allowed to have any phones.
Weird ass boarding school.
Nah, I've seen some boarding schools do that in movies.
Yeah.
Not really real life, but I feel
I get it.
like boarding school in movies and real life have some crossover of like what they can and cannot do.
Yeah.
Anyways, episode 8. We're almost there, Bailey.
Alright.
And Andre is just looking like he hasn't eaten in ages. Like, and the reason why is he hasn't received any punishments for his mistakes in 1 week.
We're on episode 8, by the way.
Yeah, we're on episode 8. And Shingo is allowed to be out until 6:30 p.m., which is long enough for his movie date. So yeah, Kiyoshi's like recalling all the strange things that have been going on, and asks Shingo. He asks Shingo if Mako's been up to anything lately.
Yeah.
So speaking of Shingo though, we cut to him being at the cinemas, and like the place is called Toho Cinemas, which is it was Toyo Cinemas, but it's like it's a name change from Toho Cinemas. And Shingo and Nanzo seem to be the only people in the cinema for some reason. Well, we do see there are some students in there later.
Spread out far across the aisles.
Yeah, they're all like way down the front for some reason. You never sit down the front of a cinema. That's like the worst spot because you just like your neck's like craned back trying to watch the movie. If you sit at the back, you're either looking straight forward or a little bit down.
Yeah.
So Chio and her friend send a message to Kiyoshi in a game of Go, and it says "boys expelled today," because in Japan you traditionally read right to left, top to bottom style. Kiyoshi misunderstands it, and he's reading it the way we read English. So Enzo and Shingo end up leaving the movie because it's just boring. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, Shingo manages to fall asleep during the movie. You want to take the next point?
Oh, falls asleep during the. Oh God, where are we? I'm lost.
We're at the point where Andre's getting lured out of the prison.
There we are. Andre is it Andre or?
Yeah, Andre.
Andre is being lured out of the prison using fake cutouts of Maiku, and then finds Mako and finds his diary describing
It's diary.
His diary describing what just happened.
Man, you do you have a bit of dyslexia going on because of your cough?
Yeah, it's effing me up real good.
Yeah.
Kiyoshi writes the message on the bathroom mirror for Gakuto to look at, and Gakuto immediately points out he read it top to bottom. They get the message of boys expelled today. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Andre steps outside to the real Mako, repeating what was in the diary and her shirt exploding open. In the end, he got future diaried into escaping the prison.
It's meant to be future diaried. I don't know if it's like you spell it with an I, but I wanted to keep it so that it looked like the anime title of Future Diary. For you?
Yeah, I get
it. He did sort of get Future Diary into escaping the prison, though, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's like his diary described what was going to happen to him.
Yeah. Shingo is hoping to land a kiss from Anzu. Instead of kissing her, he stops two boys from bullying their friend for being with a girl instead of them. The kid they were bullying throws sand at Shingo for bullying them, and Shingo realizes what he was doing to Kiyoshi was wrong. Shingo tells Anzu that what he was doing was wrong. Sorry?
He's like, oh, damn it. I've been mean to my friend, even though he's trying to be nice back. And, Anzu's like, I have something to admit as well. I changed the time on your watch to 30 minutes earlier. So he only has 5 minutes to get back to the prison. And she's doing this whole thing to get a recommendation to an executive post in the student council.
Oh, she is.
Of course she is, yeah. So yeah, Shingo's running down the road trying to get back to the prison, and nearly gets hit by the laundry driver from episode 3, I think it was. Whatever episode, Kiyoshi snuck through the sewer system to get the clothes. Yeah, but he made the laundry driver takes him back to the school, and he makes it to the door, tries to open it. It doesn't open. It's like he doesn't know that it's been changed to a sliding door. Because the other boys changed the lock without realizing it.
Silly boys.
like they didn't know they were changing it so that Shingo couldn't get in. So, and then like they're all sitting in the room, and it's like, of all people, you got tricked by Kunoichi, which is Kunoichi, or however it's Kunoichi, I think, which is a female assassin.
Kanoichi?
Kunoichi, maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah, Kiyoshi's like pretends to go like punch Shingo real hard for his breakout, but yeah, he does like a little boop on the arm, and Gakuta is surprised by the fact that Shingo and Anzo are already on the first name basis. You want to take the next one?
Sure. The boys eventually do end up getting tongue-tied. The boys eventually do end up beating up Shingo for seeing Nipple Town, but not what he did to them. The boys are,
What happens in like the last 4 episodes is like probably the best bits for
Haven't even seen him
Kiyoshi's
yet.
life,
haven't even
because
seen
he
him yet.
gets quite a nice view.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. The boys are taken to see Chairman Kurihara. Chio says the boys are being set up but doesn't have the evidence to prove what is going on. Not even a photo.
Because she's
The,
stupid.
under... yeah. The Underground Student Council celebrates the success of DTO with champagne.
Like it's a whole like bottle that looks like champagne, but the legal age in Japan for drinking alcohol is 20.
You don't say.
So if they're drinking champagne, they're doing underage drinking.
Uh-oh. Mako does pull-ups on the doorframe as part of the celebration.
And Anzu shows up at the same time as Mako doing her last pull up, and she Mako loses her grip and lands crotch first on the door handle.
Ouch.
Yep, that would be a big ouch, but also nice. Getting a bit of crotch action.
Ugh. Somehow, Shingo had a mental image of a wet t-shirt contest flash in his mind, and that saved his life. The boys' hopes somehow reached Shingo.
Yeah, because at some point they were all shouting for Shingo to get back to come home and stuff like that. That anime is weird in terms of unrealistic moments.
Yeah.
You know?
Tell me about it.
Yeah. Well, I just did. A little bit.
Tell me more.
Nah. That's all I have. That's all the information I have right now.
Okay.
I can say that Anzu tells Mari about the fact that she told Shingo what was going on. But Mari is not upset by it because everything went off with a hitch anyway.
Yeah.
And Mayako also tells Anzu not to close the door as she is currently stuck to it by her panties.
God.
She's getting a wedgie. And she tries to get herself down, and she managed to do so by breaking the panties. And now we get to the third part of this anime, where the boys prepare to stop their expulsion from school.
Huh.
Hmm?
Oh, sorry, I just coughed.
That was a weird cough. You know what's not weird though? Subscribing to this channel. And also Bailey's channel. They'll both be in the description for you guys to check out. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when this video comes out. A ding, a ding, a ding, a ding.
Dong, 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 dong.
And the Mad Scientist out.
Later, haters.